So this is day before exam strategy for CA Inter auditing and assurance paper. So on 14th of May, you are having exam, right? Now, before the exam, you are having 1.5 day. Maximum time that you are having is 1.5 day. More precisely, I can say you are left with hardly some 20 hours of productive time. 20 hours. Don't count the entire time. Exclude the sleep timing, all that. So within this 20 hours, do not try to complete 100% revision. Do not try to target all 100% chapters. Now, what my request to you is, there are some chapters called priority 1 chapters. These are all priority 1 chapters. Of course, there are some chapters like risk assessment, automated environment, audit strategy, analytical procedure, which I kept aside. Getting it? Further, this is the order in which you need to revise. This is the order in which you need to revise. See, generally, this is not the order in which you need to prepare. The order for preparation is different. Now, anyhow, you already have an exposure to the subject, not just exposure. You're already having a basic command on the subject. So now you know the subject, you understood most of it. Now, only thing is just one day before exam, you want to revise. So there is no problem with respect to any order that you follow. But let us follow more, a cleverest path. Getting it? Where whatever we are revising, there should be a guarantee question in the exam. There must be a guarantee question in the exam. At the same time, it is easy to finish faster. Getting it? So in that way, I have selected a few chapters. That too, the order in which you need to watch also I have selected. Now, the first thing that you need to watch is bank audit. For your information, there is a marathon available on the YouTube of mine. So there is my marathon which is available on the YouTube. Just a minute. Yes, just if you open CA Harsha YouTube channel and go to the playlist, getting it? Inside that there is a playlist here, audit marathon. If you observe, there is a playlist here, audit marathon. Here, part 1, there is a part 1 marathon, there is part 2, both put together approximately, I can say 21.5 hours marathon is there. Inside these marathons, I have provided timestamps also. Don't conclude. There is much more important thing which I am going to convey now. Getting it? There are timestamps and the topics were also given clearly. The timestamp, if you click on the topic, that part of the video will play. Getting it? So same way you have part 2 where we have covered some topics like bank audit, sampling, so many issues were covered in part 2 marathon. But anyhow, irrespective of this, what I have decided is I will upload again once again the same video, same whatever marathon is there, 20 plus hours marathon. I will upload same videos. I will premiere them on the YouTube. I will premiere. Like example, today is 12th. Today is 12th May. Afternoon advanced account exam will be completed by 5 o'clock. Getting it? Probably from 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock onwards. Today, bank audit marathon will premiere. This will be some 1 hour video. So I will set up a premiere. For all the videos, I'm going to set up premieres with 1 hour gap so that you watch along with other students. Like in premiere, what happens is generally, though that marathon is their full-fledged marathon, in premiere, what happens is many students will be watching. So you will see along with you how many people are watching. You can see the comments and immediately you can have a proper revision within this 1.5 day. You can have a proper revision. Getting it? You can chase the marathon, simply speaking. So bank audit, 1 hour video is there. Watch it. Then 1 hour break, read. So not 1 hour break, I can say half an hour to 40 minutes gap. So revise it. So definitely I'm telling you, if you watch this marathon or if you watch that marathon, whatever 20 hours marathon, same video, that is merged one. All the videos merged and uploaded. This is unmerged version. Only bank audit video I'll upload. That's how it is different. Okay. Now, then I will upload, then items of financial statements, that video will premiere. Then company audit will premiere. Then these 5 standards will premiere. From these 5 standards, you can expect a weightage of 5 to 10 marks. Getting it? So this will be premiered. Then audit report, 700 series and 576 ton. These will be premiered. After that, Caro will be premiering. See, I told you, I gave you the weightage also. What is the expected weightage from these chapters also I gave. Next, then society's audit. See, logically, that these 3 chapters like society's audit, government audit, different types of entities. If you look at ICI book, these 3 put together is 1 chapter. And from these 3 put together, the weightage will be 5 to 15 marks. We don't know whether 5 marks only will come from these 3 chapters or 15 will come. We don't know. But why I am insisting on reading society's audit is, since you are finishing company audit, Audit report and Caro, after finishing them, if you look at society's audit, you feel like society's audit is very similar to these chapters. It is not something different. Same provisions like company audit. So that is why I am keeping society's audit here, which hardly takes 30 minutes for you to revise, not more than that. Getting it? Then you will be revising sampling standard. Then we will be revising fraud. Then audit documentation and evidence. Even after finishing all these revisions, if you are still left with the time before the exam, then come and watch government audit and different types of entities. But I generally suggest not to watch them. Getting it? And you know what? There are few more chapters which I kept aside: risk assessment and internal control, automated environment, and there is something called analytical procedure, and there is another thing called strategy, planning and program. These are lengthy chapters. Analytical procedure is very technical chapter. Of course, analytical procedure marathon also I will premiere. Even in the marathon which I showed on YouTube, no playlist, analytical is there. Risk assessment is very lengthy. Strategy chapter is very lengthy. Automated is small, but after finishing all this, you can come back to automated environment. So even in automated environment, there are many technical terms. So that is the reason why I kept these four a little later. Getting it? See, first if you finish all of them, and if you are still left with the time, then come back to this. And again, I told you, this is the order in which you need to go. The order in which you need to revise, the order in which you need to watch videos. See, whether you watch my videos or another faculty, that is absolutely your choice. Further, at this moment, do not change your book. If at all, suddenly you're watching, your friend suddenly came and showed you this book is nice, don't try to revise from that. Whatever book you originally followed, please stick to that. That's it. I hope you're clear. So that's it. If at all you're able to cover all this priority one, excluding government audit, different types of entities, if at all you're able to cover all these first priority chapters, if at all you're able to revising properly before the exam, I challenge you will attempt 80 plus marks for sure. You can guaranteely attempt for 80 marks, no matter how hard the paper is. So generally, I'm proud enough to say that paper may come very hard, it doesn't matter. To my students who really followed our marathons and book, where it is exactly similar to ICI book, where it is of top-notch standard, they don't feel the paper at all, they don't feel the paper difficult at all. That's it. Okay, so have a nice time, all the best, don't be hurry getting it. So all the very best. I showed all the resources, and premiers will be playing from 6:30, 7 o'clock onwards, because after exam some 2 hours margin time we will give. So some 7 o'clock onwards the premiers will start. So 7 o'clock bank audit premier will be there. Some probably I can say 9 o'clock items of financials premier will be there. Then company audit premier will be there on the next day morning 7:38. I will be scheduling it almost most of them. 250, 501, this will be premiering. By the way, if at all any premier could not be set up, mostly we will set, YouTube will permit technically. If at all any of the premier we couldn't upload because of the technical reasons, because simultaneously we are uploading so many, so if at all, nothing to worry. All these videos were there in the playlist which I showed. Same only I'm uploading. You go to the timestamp, that's it. You will find it. Getting it? All the very best. Have a nice time.